What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's late night roundup here on Anfield Agenda. Over the course of the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a bit of a flavour of what we spoke about on tonight's late night agenda. We're going to be asking, have Liverpool seen a little chink of light in their pursuit of KERKEZ? Ibe Contract and his future is another topic that we discussed. I'll give you the latest on that one. And of course, we'll have a little look ahead to tomorrow's game against Lille. For what it's worth, we will be starting at 7 p.m. tomorrow for a watch along. So I hope you guys can join us for that one. There will be a bit of an alter to our match day content. I'll explain that during the watch along tomorrow. Until then, though, let us know your thoughts as you've watched the video in the comments section. Drop a like if you enjoy it. And please do keep hitting that subscribe button. Now look, I'm going to start off by giving you a little recap of what we spoke about on tonight's late night agenda. And most of it was me saying, I'm done being nice. I'm done being looked down my nose at. I'm done with our community being mocked and ridiculed. And I'm done with people looking after themselves. And I'm going to call it as I see it. And if that means calling out journalists, other fan content creators, or whomever that I think are not being honest in their views just for access to the club, then I'm afraid I'm going to keep calling that out, just as they keep looking down their nose at the rest of us. So that's what it's going to be like moving forward. I am who I am. I'm going to be unapologetically me. I'll always be respectful when respect is shown, but I'm going to be honest, and if people don't like that about me, I can't do anything about it. If you do, brilliant, welcome in, great to have you with us, and I'll keep speaking for what I believe to be the truth, and I hope you guys enjoy the journey with us. So let's get stuck into it. Ibe Contract, let's talk about Ibe for a minute. And he was asked about the contract situation. You know, Fabrizio Romano and others for quite a few months have been saying that Ibe Contract and Liverpool are negotiating and that there's an offer on the table, and that was confirmed by Ibe today. He did indeed confirm that there was an offer on the table, but when he was asked about signing that offer, he said, well, that's a whole another conversation. And to me, and again, this is just my interpretation of it, is that he's been lowballed. And he's not happy with it, because you don't keep a contract offer on the table if you're the player, if you've any intention of signing it. So whilst we don't know the ins and outs of the deal, what we do know is that he's a mainstay in the Liverpool team. He's one of the first choice centre-back pairings. He's absolutely top-notch as a player, as a fella, and I'm sure it's an absolute dream to have around the dressing room. So the fact that this, like every other negotiation that our club seem to be a part of, gets dragged out longer and longer and longer than we see at other clubs, should be ringing some alarm bells. Look at what's gone on at Manchester City, and I've said this before. Yes, they have money that we don't have, but they're in trouble. They go out and sign 3 players. They extend their manager. They extend Haaland for 9.5 years. And that's with them facing all the charges. Chelsea have owners who are ruthless. And whilst I don't want us to spend money the same way they do, they're looking for success. Arsenal's managers coming out and saying you need signings. Meanwhile, we're supposed to believe that everything's great, that everything's been dealt with behind the scenes. But Trent, Virgil and Mo haven't had their contracts sorted out yet. And if you believe what Robbie Fowler thinks, which I'd love to be the case, then 2 of them have, but they don't want to put pressure on the third by announcing it. Why? If that is the case, and I absolutely love Robbie Fowler, if that's the case, why not put the pressure on the third one? Because we want the third one to sign, or at least make a decision. And I'm assuming that the third one is Trent, but again, it is an assumption. So I'm worried by the KONATE situation, because I'm worried that one of these players won't sign, and then they see another one won't sign, and then maybe that they move off or are unhappy and feel resentment towards the club because of these offers. And ultimately, it just doesn't make sense to me. Get them sorted. How have we had these contracts drag on for this long without any resolution to them? It's embarrassing, and it's not a good look for the club. So whatever you think the reason is, there's no excuse for letting Virgil, Mo and Trent get to a point where they can talk with other clubs and they can sign with other clubs, and there's nothing we can do about it. That isn't a healthy position to be in. So I feel like these lads have all been lowballed, and the contract offers are left there in the hope that they eventually cave in and think, well, I love the club, I love the fans, I love the city, and they stay. But that's not healthy for me, because I think there will be underlying resentment. But again, your thoughts on this, most welcome. Now, the KERKEZ situation. This one's very interesting to me, because tonight, as David Ornstein said, United look like they're trying to get a deal done for Patrick Dorgu of Lecce. Now, Napoli, I believe, are in this race as well. The price tag's €40 million. But if United are going after Dorgu and are making a play for him, my brain starts ticking along and thinking, well, it must be because they believe they're not going to get KERKEZ. And if you put that with KERKEZ saying, I do my talking on the pitch, I wonder, is that deal already in place for Liverpool to get done at 50 million quid? Or has he at least indicated to other clubs that if he is going to make a move from Bournemouth, Liverpool is his preferred option? That my guessing, and it is a guess of the situation, is that's probably it. Because United aren't going to go out to try and bring in a left back now if they have plans to get KERKEZ in the summer. So I think Liverpool could be in the box seat for this one. Now, I'm not saying that the conversations have taken place between Liverpool and Bournemouth, but I'm feeling quite optimistic on it in the summer. I've always thought it would be a long shot to get a left back in this market, but let's wait and see. I mean, I'd love one, if I can be honest with you, and I'm sure you guys would as well. But tonight we had a conversation around why we think the contracts haven't been signed, why we think everything at our club seems to just be dragged out a little bit longer, and cheapness is the only answer I can come up with, but if you have any other ones, do let us know. We also spoke about Curtis Jones' opinion about Mohamed Salah and Eden Hazard, and even if this is Curtis' honest belief, I don't know why he said this. And what he said, being asked, was, as a footballer, is Hazard better than Mo? And Curtis Jones said, in my opinion, yes. Why would you say that when the other player is still in your dressing room? When the other player is going to be there training with you tomorrow? How, even if you believe it, that Hazard's a better player, why would you come out and say that? It just, like, we talk about these lads being professional and respect and all these other words that get thrown around. Where's the respect for Mo there? It feels mad to me that Jones came out and said that. It also feels mad to me if that's his honest opinion, because Hazard is so far short of being Salah, it's not even funny. Imagine Salah went a whole year without scoring a goal. Imagine Salah got a move to his dream club and showed up overweight for it. There's no world to me where Hazard's even in the same league as Mo. If you're talking about one-off appearances and him at his very best and him at his very best, then yeah, maybe Hazard could have the edge. Maybe he's a bit more of a skill set, but he doesn't have the professionalism. He doesn't have the determination to prolong his career, and he doesn't have the appetite to be a legend, unlike Mohamed Salah. So I found it very weird that Curtis Jones came out and said that, but, you know, I'm not trying to knock Jones, but, well, maybe I am a little bit. I just find it weird. Also, as we mentioned earlier on, reports linking Liverpool with Brian and Mbeumo. I've yet to see this backed up by more credible reports, but it has been put out there for a while now. Thomas Frank has come out and said it would take an unholy amount of money to get him out of Brentford. But I've said earlier on, I'll say it again, I do have a soft spot for Mbeumo and I wouldn't mind him coming in. So look, that is pretty much it from today. Again, it's just a frustration of why the contracts aren't getting done. The KERKEZ thing, I do find interesting, but United going after the left back. But ultimately, I want to know how you guys are feeling. So I will see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. for the watch along. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your support as always. And if you're somebody that wants to come in to mock me or ridicule me, don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. I'm here for a good time with people that enjoy me being here and to have fun, not to be belittled. And I don't want you being belittled either. So much love. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night. And thank you for watching.